Hey guys, this is TMF. I'm Jose Zuniga, and for this video I'm going to be teaching you proper shoe care. Now you've heard it countless times that buying a quality pair of shoe, it'll last a lifetime. Well, that's only half the story really. It's buying a quality pair of shoe and taking good care of it that'll make it last a lifetime really. Now you can take good care of cheaper shoes like Aldo and Zara, but honestly, like I've said, I've had Aldo, Zara and all that stuff. And like I said, I take well care of them. I like taking care of my stuff so they actually last longer. And no, yeah, you get a good year, maybe, and it's again not even a good year. You get a year and a half of life, and after that they lose their shape. They look like they're 10-year-old shoes, and they just look cheap. So yes, you need a quality shoe, and you need to know how to take good care of it. This video, I'm going to be teaching you how to take good care of your shoes. So, first of all, like I said, it's the quality pair. You need to buy yourself a good pair of shoe. A shoe that I will always recommend will be a pair of Allen Edmonds. And this is a shoe that I don't even have to review honestly, because I'm pretty sure half or more of my viewers have owned a pair of Allen Edmonds. It's a beautiful shoe, and I can't think of one person that will give you a bad review on these pairs of shoes. Alright, so this shoe, full leather sole. It has a rubber heel because if it was full leather sole, you tend to slide a lot. So that rubber heel it's a good feature. So like I said, Goodyear welted, and the shoe's quality leather. Now that you have the good pair down, you want to take good care of them. First thing that I'll recommend, and I've always recommended, and I've heard people actually say, is it actually necessary to buy these? And it's shoe trees. Shoe trees, you will always need them. It doesn't matter what shoe you buy, shoe trees are, I think it's an essential to have. Alright, I usually like these better because when you push them in, I don't know if you can tell, this tends to open. And what shoe trees does is actually quite a few things. Very simple to use. You just slip it inside the shoe and push it in. That's it. So what shoe trees does are a couple things. When you use your shoe for the whole day, what happens is creases start to appear. I'm pretty sure you've noticed. Obviously, with a higher end shoe, something that's a little bit better, creases don't appear as much, especially as like a pair of Aldos would do. A pair of Aldos, after the first wear, you'll see a bunch of creases on them. But with a good pair, the creases are a little less, but they're still there. So what shoe trees does, after a full day of wear, you stick them in and they kind of stretch out the shoe to its original shape. Right? That's the first thing. Second thing is, after a full day of wear, you also tend to sweat a lot and perspire. That leaves a lot of moisture inside the shoe, and moisture is actually not good for leather and tends to age it faster. So when you get shoe trees, I forgot to mention this, make sure there's cedar shoe trees and not some type of plastic, because you won't get the full purpose of it. When you get cedar shoe trees, the cedar actually absorbs that moisture and actually leaves like a fresh smell in your shoe. So I guess you can kind of say it gets rid of any bad smells. Right, so that's it for the shoe trees. You're going to want some type of cotton bag or lint bag for your shoes. Now, Allen Edmonds and higher end shoes, they tend to come with them already in the box, so this is not something you have to look for, but it's in there for a reason. It actually protects it against dust, and any type of dirt. So it's always good to put your shoes in some type of dust bag. It keeps them nice, and clean. That way you won't have to be dusting them off or anything. Then we go into the actual shoe care of polishing your shoes. Now, polishing your shoes is the next big step, and it's probably one of the biggest steps. All right. You're going to need a couple things for that. You really can't just get up and polish them. Again, Allen Edmonds, they have everything you need for polishing your shoes, and partially I kind of think it's a good idea if you just buy it from there, because they'll have the exact color you'll want for the shoe you're buying, because it's the same brand. So it's always a good idea if the company sells their own shoe polish to just buy it from there, because they sell their own brand. So it'll be the same color that you need. The brushes, you can buy them from other places, Walgreens and stuff, but Allen Edmonds has really good brushes. It's all horsehair. You want to make sure it's nothing too hard that'll scratch the leather. Alright, so shoe polishing, there's no exact amount that you have to do it, or every so often. A lot of people do it every time they wear them. Some people just do it once a week, some people do it once every 2 weeks. It all depends really on how much the shoes are worn. For a good pair to last you a while, I would recommend you not to use the shoes more than 3 times a week. Right? You don't want it to be a daily wear, because no matter how good the shoe is, that type of wear, it'll take a toll on the shoe. So it's always good to rotate your shoes and not use one shoe too often. All right, and trust me, I know that's hard, guys, because especially when you fall in love with the shoe, all you want to do is wear it all the time. But if you trust me and rotate your shoe, it'll last you a lot longer. All right, so after that, you want to probably do it once every week. That's probably the best day. Some people like to do it on Sundays. Every Sunday they polish all their shoes. It's kind of like a ritual for them. So this is an important part, because the shoes tend to get small scratches, from daily wear. You bump into something, you get small scratches. What this does is, it does 2 things. One, it covers up those small scratches, so the shoes look more aesthetically appealing. It also gives it a nice shine. It also gives it a protective layer on top of it. This protects it from water, protects it from dirt, protects it from all those exterior, forces when you're walking outside. So getting a coat of shoe polish on your shoes is very important. It's something you need to start doing if you want your shoes to last a lifetime. I mean, remember, you're investing a good quality amount of these shoes, so you really want to take care of them. And finally, I think this is something a lot of men overlook, but I think it's very important. Get yourself a shoe tray. A shoe horn. A lot of men, if you get a shoe for your size, a lot of men are in a rush and they're trying to stick their shoe in, and when you don't do it with when you don't do it with the shoe horn, what happens is this back end starts getting pushed in from you trying to slip your foot in. With the shoe horn, it cuts down your time of you struggling trying to put your shoe in by half, and your shoe just slips in, and you avoid bending this back area, which I think a lot of men tend to overlook and think it's not a big deal. But I mean, if you want to keep your shoes in a good pristine condition, get yourself a shoe horn. You can get cheap ones, or you can get this, some nice one that's made out of bone like this one, but it doesn't really matter as long as you have a shoe horn that can support that. Alright, so now that you have all this down, you've been taking care of your shoes, but I mean, time is time. It will take a toll on the shoe, no matter, the shoes aren't invincible. So let's say 5 years have passed and they'll end up looking something like this probably. And it's normal. I mean, you made it 5 years. Now, for a lot of people or a lot of shoes, you would just throw them away, start from scratch. But with Allen Edmonds and a lot of Goodyear welted shoes, you can do this. Allen Edmonds is the most recognizable for doing this, and it's called shoe recrafting. Basically, they make your shoe look like new. As you can see from the before and afters, that's the shoe worn. It's worn out. It's been probably 6 years with that shoe. That guy probably uses it so much, and that's the after. So for about $150, they redo the whole sole, make it look brand new. They refinish the top, and you actually get a free pair of shoe trees with them as well. And you get almost a brand new shoe, and you got that shoe good for another 5 years. And that's what they mean, that a shoe will last a lifetime. They'll basically never get ruined. So what happens is, you've now had this shoe for 10 years, and you've saved yourself probably hundreds on shoes. On the other hand, you could have bought the Aldo wingtips, cost you $100. Not even 2 years, a year and a half down the road, they look like crap. You're already looking for a new pair. That right there, it's already $200. That's about a third of what these cost you, right? And that's only within 2 years. Now imagine 10 years worth of shoes. So, I mean, I always think it's good to invest in a good quality pair and know how to take care of them. So I hope this video was informative. If it was, remember to hit the like button. Also subscribe. I put out 2 videos every week. Thank you guys for watching.